The Bathurst 12 Hour is the next major endurance race on the calendar, and once again, this GT event is expected to exhibit some incredible racing for 12 hours straight. In this video, I'll tell you the main points that you need to know ahead of the 2024 edition of the Repco Bathurst 12 Hour. This year marks the 21st time that this race has taken place, and one of the many reasons for why this race has become so iconic is because of the track itself. This event takes place on the legendary street course known as the Mount Panorama Circuit. I'll talk about that iconic circuit in just a moment, but first I want to talk about the cars racing on track. The Bathurst 12 Hour only has GT race cars out on track, so no prototypes will be present in this event. So that means prototypes such as the hypercars in the WEC or the LMP2 cars in IMSA won't be on track for this event, which is different to series such as the WEC and IMSA, for example, where GT cars and prototypes race simultaneously. As for the categories featured in 2024, there will be three: Class A, Class C, and Class I. The main category, Class A, features cars using the GT3 regulations. However, this class is broken into three different divisions based on the driver ratings. There's the Pro class featuring 3 professional drivers, the Pro Am class featuring 3 drivers, 2 of them must be platinum, and the third can be a gold or silver driver, and finally the Silver class. This division of Class A features silver and bronze rated drivers. And quick note here, all the GT3 cars participating at the Bathurst 12 Hour this year are featured in other championships such as the WEC or IMSA. And even though the majority of the grid is taken up by GT3 cars, there are a few GT4 cars out on track, and they are represented in the Class C category. And as for Class I, that stands for Invitational. It's comprised of a variety amount of cars out on track for this event, such as the KTM Crossbow, which is a modern-day GT2 entry. This 2024 grid will feature manufacturers such as Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Porsche, Lamborghini, and McLaren. Out of those brands, some of the manufacturers have taken victory at this event. The most recent manufacturer to win at the Bathurst 12 Hour was German brand Mercedes. 3 car brands share the mantle for the most wins at the Bathurst 12 Hour. These brands include Mazda, Audi, and Mercedes. All 3 car brands have 3 victories apiece at this event. The Japanese car brand Mazda dominated the event in the early 90s with the RX-7, Audi won a couple of times with the R8 LMS GT3, and Mercedes most recently took victory here at the Bathurst 12 Hour in 2023. As I briefly mentioned earlier, this event in 2024 will mark the 21st edition of this event, the first all the way back in 1991, and that event was won by a Toyota Supra from Fitzgerald Racing. For 1995 exclusively, the event moved to the Eastern Creek Raceway, and for the next 10 years this event would not take place. The 12 Hours of Bathurst returned in 2007 to the Mount Panorama Raceway, and was won by a BMW entry. As for the track itself, the Mount Panorama Circuit is located in Bathurst, Australia. It was opened in 1938, which is approximately 85 years ago. The circuit is FIA Grade 3, and alongside this event, there has been other races that have taken place here, such as the Bathurst 1000, which is held annually in October. The current layout of the Mount Panorama Circuit spans across 23 corners that make up the length of 6.2 kilometers, that's 3.8 miles long. The race lap record is still held by German racer Christopher Mies. A 159.2 was set by him in the Audi R8 LMS in 2018. Now, an important fact to mention is that the Bathurst 12 Hour is a part of 2 major endurance racing championships. One of the series is a worldwide GT championship known as the Intercontinental GT Challenge. This is round 1 of 4. Another event that this championship will visit later on in the year is the 24 Hours of Spa. The other championship is known as the GT World Challenge of Australia. This is round 1 of 7 for that series. Moving on to the subject of entries this year. And for my viewers that are familiar with championships such as the WEC and IMSA, for example, you might already be familiar with some of the teams out on track. There's Heart of Racing by SPS, the Belgian squad WRT, Manti Racing running some Porsche entries, and of course Sun Energy One Racing, who races in IMSA. They actually won the Bathurst 12 Hour just last year with their Mercedes AMG GT3. Then there's the exciting list of drivers participating in this event. There are names such as Raffaele Marciello, Lawrence Vantor and his brother Dries Vantor, Ian James, Matt Campbell, Joel Eriksson, Kelvin and Sheldon van der Linde, Danny Huncadella, and of course MotoGP champion Valentino Rossi, who's going to be racing with WRT. And that's just a short list of the many drivers participating in this event. There are a lot of famous drivers and a lot of famous teams on this grid for 2024. Overall though, combined with all the cars participating in Class A, Class C, and Class I, there will be a total of 30 cars participating in this event. Now I'm sure that a lot of this information sounds pretty interesting, but I'm not done explaining just yet, because you might be still wondering, when does this race take place and how do I watch it? Well, the official qualifying session for the Bathurst 12 Hour will be on Friday, February 16th. The session will begin at 5:40 p.m. local time and will last around an hour long. And as for the race itself, it will be on Saturday, February 17th. The event will begin at 10:45 a.m. local time and will last approximately 12 hours, ending at 10:45 p.m. local time. As for watching this race live, you'll be able to catch the action on the official Bathurst 12 Hour YouTube channel. The race is streamed live along with the qualifying sessions and other events across the weekend. In the description, I've put a link to the official Bathurst 12 Hour YouTube channel. This is the best place to watch the event. Although I believe it's also streamed on Fox Sports and KO Sports in Australia only, and for New Zealand, it's also streamed on Sky Sports New Zealand. So that was my race preview on the Repco Bathurst 12 Hour in 2024. Are you excited for this event? Well, let me know down in the comments as we prepare for this classic endurance race at the iconic Mount Panorama Circuit. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly suggest you do so, considering I make endurance racing content mainly on WEC and IMSA every single week. And if you want to see another video, check out the options on the screen. So for now, that's it from me. I'll see you all in the next video.